today I got a customer who wants some pickups installed on his acoustic guitar, and he's going with my recommendation, which is the K&K Pure Sound Mini, which I'll give you a listen at the end. So today I'm just going to show you how to install them. Very easy. I'm Dave with Stringing It Together, and let's dive in. Alright, so let's open this thing up. So what you get is the instructions. Here's the pickups themselves. So these three spots are the actual transducers. So those are going to stick underneath the sound hole. So those are going to stick underneath the string. So it's a little bit different than an under saddle transducer, but functions in a similar way. And then this is the end pin. So all you need to do is drill a hole for this. So it comes with this jig also to get it in the exact place. So I'll show you that in a moment. Okay, so let me just read these instructions real quick, Neo style. Got it. So you're going to want to check out what you're dealing with here. This one is probably the easiest because it's just a little screw that you have to take out. If it does happen to be a friction fitted end pin, it can be a little bit difficult. You can try prying it out if it's glued in there. Depending on what it's made of, if it's bone and you want to save it, you could heat it up. If it's plastic, I would say just cut it off and drill it out. So it calls for a 3/8 drill bit, and you've got a few different options. You could use a brad tip bit, so it's a regular drill bit, but it has the self-centering point there, and the knife edges are splayed out this way as opposed to the opposite angle. Now that'll sort of work as knives going around and give you a clean cut around the outside. Or there's a Forstner bit, which is kind of the same thing. It has those knives on the outside that it'll cut the circle. So you have to go really slow with these as well if you are using those. Or you can use a step drill bit. So what this does is it'll find the hole, so whether it's the point or whether there's a smaller hole, and then it'll cut a new hole in succession. So one hole that's slightly bigger, and that'll leave a clean cut as well. And this is also better if you have a large end pin hole, then you're going to want to use one of these. They're actually not too expensive if you want to pick one up at your hardware store. So the only other thing you're going to need is some gel super glue, and you'll see why in a moment. That's to attach the transducers to the sound hole. They do give you some sticky tape, but it says in the instructions that you'll lose 30% of your sound from the sticky tape versus the super glue. So while you can't go back necessarily without risking damaging the pickups, I'd recommend going with this. You'll have to take the strings out and take these pins out, and then they give you the handy advice of putting the capo on the 10th fret, so that way your strings don't get all tangled, which I appreciate. And then you take those bridge pins out. Okay, so underneath here is what's called the bridge plate, which I'll show you right now. And you can use a mirror to look at it, or your phone like I'm doing. So here you can see the bridge plate, which you're going to be attaching it to. So you're going to be attaching it on the front of these holes here. And you have to make sure that that's nice and clean. Sometimes you'll find some chip out from the holes there. So you want to go in there with a bit of sandpaper and just clean that up first. And then make sure to wipe off that dust when you use the sandpaper. So the way this works is you're going to stick this over top, and then this goes through this hole. It says it's supposed to be a tight fit. It is a little bit loose, but it doesn't really matter too much. And then you're going to stick this through this hole. So now it's in the right spot that it needs to be. And then you're going to stick some putty right where under the saddle there. And then stick this down. And then when you bring this underneath, you're going to find the hole with the T. And that'll just make it easy to poke this through. And then you're going to find the other hole with this T. And then you're going to bring it up and attach it to the bridge plate. It is a good idea to check out the fit there, because I notice, if you can see it there, it's sticking out just a hair off the bridge plate. So I think before I glue it, I'm going to readjust that, just move it back just a little bit. And I think it's more important to get the sound, get it fully attached, than it is to have it in the exact position. So I'm going to move it back a hair. So I don't recommend doing this over your guitar because this will eat the finish, but just to show you on camera here, you want to make sure it's good and spread around. It has to fully cover the pickup. You don't want to use too little glue. And then, oops, tight fit would have been a little bit helpful in that situation. Stick the golf tee through there. Might not be able to see with my hand. I'll show you the other two strings. So I'm going to show you this again for the middle transducer because it's the best view with my hands out of the way. So the only difference here being that it's not lined up with the actual string, it's lined up in between the two strings. So it'll look something like this. So this is my dry run for the middle transducer, just making sure it's fully on there. I did have to move that E string over a hair. So again, make sure that you have a lot of glue on there so that it's fully bonded to the actual bridge plate. So you can see here a bit better, I'm using the T in the hole where the white post is going to go. And that way when you're reaching through there with the glue on, it's fairly easy to find the hole. Still takes a little bit of fiddling. And then before you press it up, you're sticking the T into the slotted hole. That way it's perfectly lined up. And when you're ready to pull up, I found it easier to pull up from the post and then get my hand ready to be comfortable to sit for 30 seconds because you're going to have to count for 30 seconds and hold it. Then once you've counted to 30 seconds, you can let go and try to make it so that the jig doesn't move in your right hand, and then you have to wait 5 to 10 minutes for the glue to set before you peel off the putty. So for the drilling of the end, I've taped off the hole, marked the center, and then I'm using my step drill bit nice and slow and one little step at a time, so it's getting wider and wider. And then since the step does not go all the way through, you actually have to finish it off with another drill bit. I'm using my brad tip, but you can also just use a regular drill bit for this. And I ended up having to drill it twice because I'm a bit of a dum-dum and screwed it up. I looked at the instructions and it said, at a glance, it said 3/8, but it's actually 1/2 inch, which I had that bit. So anyway, here's my second drill of it, which is pretty easy with the step drill bit. And then to line it up, you can just stick a cord in there, and then you'll have the tip poking out, and you can kind of plug it in almost and then pull it out. And then you don't want that to spin around in there, so what you can do, there's a little hole and you can stick a drill bit in there as you tighten up the nut, because you don't want it to spin around and twist those wires up and you'll struggle with it. So stick that in there, tighten it up, and then put the cover on and you're good to go. Now the real test of how it actually sounds. So this pickup is designed to really mimic the natural sound of your guitar, so it's going to vary depending on what kind of guitar you have and how good it sounds. This one's sort of a medium range Epiphone. And while I got you in suspense here, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and if you want to get more into guitar repair, check out the description below. I've got some free resources. One is fret leveling, sort of entry-level fret leveling course that I created, as well as some guitar wiring cheat sheets, so check those out. You can download them for free once you put in your email. And I'll turn my mic off so you can hear how this sounds.